We're so conditioned every day to achieve things. Find the perfect mate, get the big apartment, go to the best restaurants. And then the world shuts down.
The number of coronavirus cases soars.
Drastic containment measures.
And you're like, what was all that for?
Katie, we'll start with you. Not only do you star in it, but you also wrote and directed Alone Together. And so, obviously the past 2 years have provided new perspective and unexpected times. So kind of how and when did this idea come to you?
Pretty, not too far into lockdown. It was a combination of revisiting movies that I love, like Manhattan and When Harry Met Sally and Annie Hall and Husbands and Wives, and wanting to create a story about hope in a time of fear, and wanting to work with great actors and play. So that was the inspiration.
And you're right, Jim, maybe talk to us a little bit about this. It's a shared experience that we all have. And it does have fear and isolation, but then also the positive that can come from quarantine. So maybe what excited you most to explore?
Was that, you'd hear of these sort of little nuggets, these little golden stories of like things that people that had sort of life-changing experiences and had completely changed perspectives on life because of lockdown, and were able to sort of self-reflect in the way that we all did, I think, in that time. And I love the film for that. I love that it was a really gentle sort of hug through this sort of very tumultuous and difficult time. The fact that the pandemic is very much the backdrop, and you're in this bubble with these two characters, and these people are really sort of getting to know each other and really getting to know themselves and falling in love, and then that bubble bursts. The reality comes sort of knocking, and the complex world of the pandemic is like the wolf at the door. And yeah, I was so excited to just tell a story that was in the moment, about the moment. That seemed like a really exciting and interesting thing to be a part of, to sort of create a time capsule, as it were, of this moment in time that we all shared.
Katie, you've spent so much of your life in front of the screen. And so I love that you're making these decisions to direct, and seems like you'll continue to do that. So for you, what intrigues you most about having, more control over overall projects that you're putting out there?
I love telling stories. I love performances. And I feel like some of my best experiences as an actor have been like when the rehearsal process of all my sons on Broadway, and just having the time to play and find things, and working with Curtis Hanson from Wonder Boys, how he made us feel very seen and heard was so impactful as an actor. So I really like being able to create the environment I want to work in, and trying to do that for everyone, for the crew and for the cast, because it's a very privileged opportunity to tell stories. There's also it's an incredible craft, and so to be able to give people the opportunity to explore it, and to then give the audience a story that I am proud of, and like I want them to feel joy, and I want them to feel hope when they walk out. So yeah, I did another movie this fall called Rare Objects that I directed, and I'm writing right now, and I want to continue to do it for sure. And I hope Jim does all my movies.
I love it. You guys were great together.
How long do you think this is going to last? My work said 2 weeks.